In my last video, entitled "The Firstborn of Satan Put Paul in the Bible," I made 3 points. Number 1, Marcion was the one who originally put Paul in the New Testament. Number 2, Marcion was denounced by several of the early church fathers as being of the devil, to say the least. Number 3, Marcion was a self-proclaimed disciple of Paul. For those of you who did not see that video, go and watch it. On that video, I received this comment from Trevor saying, "Much love, brother. Polycarp did affirm Paul as an apostle in his writings to the Philippines," I think he means Philippians, mentioning his letters written are of God. This comment is a perfect example of the Strawman Fallacy. Strawman Fallacy is when you misrepresent an argument to make it easier to defeat. Just as a straw man is easier to knock down than a real man, so when a person makes a straw man argument, they make it look like they're knocking down the real argument, but they're not. And that's exactly what's going on here. Trevor makes it look like he's arguing against me, saying, well, Polycarp did affirm Paul as an apostle. What I said in my video, what I said in the video that you posted this comment on, had nothing to do with Paul's apostleship. It had everything to do with the history of the New Testament canon and how Paul originally got in there, which you did not address at all. But you make it look like you're arguing against me. You're arguing against nobody. I said nothing about whether Polycarp affirmed or did not affirm Paul as an apostle. But you made it look like I did. You did not effectively debunk any of the claims that I made in that video. So Trevor, if you love me so much, why did you strawman me? That's the primary issue. That's the main problem I have with this comment. But on a side note, you also said that Polycarp mentioned that Paul's letters written are of God. That's also misleading. Polycarp said that God gave Paul wisdom and that when he was among the Philippians face to face, he accurately preached the word of truth. He said later on, Paul wrote them a letter to encourage them. But he did not say that Paul's letters written are of God. That's also misleading. Think about it. If I say, God gave you wisdom, Trevor, and when you were among us, you preached accurately, and later on you wrote a letter to us to encourage us, does that mean that I'm saying that the letters that you write are of God?